In Excel Base and Advanced, it is the content which we need to complete now. So let me show you the content for session 1. As per the session content, we'll first start with MS session 1 with the MS Office component. We'll understand what is called cell reference, what is data range, and how to give a range name, how to identify a table with the column names, the values and data types, followed with what is the Excel journey happens when you open the Excel workbook first, how to go for formatting cells to read the data properly, how to do paste special values and paste special formulas, what is the difference between that, how to navigate the Excel using the conditional formatting towards sorting data, filtering data, freezing data, removing duplicates, and followed with data validation, that is data validation text to column fixed width, how does it work. And the finally, it's all about how to create data and the expression in Excel, and mostly ask questions from the session 1. We'll talk about that when you end session 1 class. Followed session 2 is all about data importing, data exporting, use of Power Queries, Excel based to advanced level charts. Will be completing session 2. Session 3 is all about how to go for developing the relationship between two tables, understanding relative versus absolute reference, use of if, nested if conditions, all types of lookup functions like VLOOKUP, match, VLOOKUP with match, HLOOKUP with match, index, offset. These are undata model, how to design our relational data model using Excel will complete in session 3. Session 4 will tell you about how to go for designing data model, how to go for summarizing data using the pivot table, identifying the dimension versus measures, how to look forward to use classic pivot table layout, slicer connections, how to define KPI metrics, how to design dashboard. This is going to session 4. Session 5 is all about how to do data expression using formula functions and manipulation technique using datetime functions, character functions, and the numeric functions. Ultimately, the last session is going to be industry project workshop. You'll be using banking project in Excel, retail project in Excel, telecom project in Excel. After doing this project, you will always feel confident that yes, anything will come in Excel today. I will be able to develop. I will be able to deliver that work in a very, very perfect manner. That much confidence will definitely come to you guys after the session 6. And we are confident about it. But yes, it is very much needed that right from session 1 to session 5, whatever class assignments have been given, please finish this before coming to the workshop class for the industry projects. Does it make sense to all of you guys?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, I will start the class. Now, Excel has given session 1 to session 6 as we see here. What you see in session 1, if you open session 1, it says the course content. If I open the course content for session 1, it is given that we are going to do, these are the content for the session 1, which is going to happen today. Okay. So this is how it is given, around 16 topics that we have to discuss and we have to understand how it happens. The moment you're going through this, for example, introduction of MS Office components, you completed, you can always say completed. The more you green see here, you are confident. If it is in progress, it will come in yellow bag. If it is yet to start, it will come in red background. So that the more red you see, that means we are yet to start the program. The more green you see, that means we have completed the program. Now, I'm going to start your session 1. These are the content which we will be finishing today, or maybe whatever left, we'll do it in next class. But let's start for session 1. This is my content. This is the raw data which we will use for completing the session 1 class. So I'll copy this. I'll move on to the class file. This is the class file where we will have our class. Now what you see guys, the file name is session-1 class material, and the file extension is what? .xlsx. Can you see this guys, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Right? It is .xlsx. Okay. Now, it is also given the file was last modified in 27th April and the time is 8:43 a.m. That means this file was last time modified. It was in 27th April. The type of the file is saying Microsoft Excel worksheet and the size is given 28,500 KB, 511 KB. Does it mean that Excel size, default size is 28,511 KB? The answer is no. Why it is no? If you right click, if you go to new, you create an Excel file and I give this Excel file name as day 1. What do you see? Day-1 is my Excel workbook name. The file extension is .xlsx. The file is created on 21st July 2024 at 9:15 a.m., which is the current time of your system and date of your system. The type is Microsoft Excel worksheet and the default size is coming to what guys? 7 KB. Does it make sense to all of you?
Yes, sir.
Now the question is coming, if the default size of the Excel is 7 KB, what is the maximum size? to know the maximum size, I will go to your this PC, right click, I will say the properties. The moment I'll click on the properties, you know what, guys? It shows me system and about system. It says my system is having the installed RAM is 32 GB. Based on your system memory, it is defined how much data you can save in your system. My system is 32 GB. Somebody's system is 64 GB. Somebody's system is 8 GB. Somebody's system is 16 GB. Somebody's system is 4 GB RAM. Based on the RAM, it defines the size of an Excel file. Does it make sense to all of you guys?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. If somebody is going to ask you tomorrow, hey, could you please tell me how much data you can manage in an Excel file? You will say it depends on your memory, how you are using. Nowadays, we are not using any system memory. We are using the cloud. How much space we have based on the cloud, it defines how much data we can keep in an Excel file. Are you getting it, guys?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now let me open this Excel file here. The moment I open the Excel file, so here it is going to open the Excel file for you guys. Yes, the Excel file has been opened. It shows there's a sheet 1, right? You can add the multiple sheets to this. If you want to add multiple sheets, you can click on this. Now the question is coming. What is the default size of an Excel file? What should be your answer, guys, everyone? What is the default size of an Excel file?
7 KB.
7 KB. Now the next question is coming. What is the maximum size of an Excel file? How do you answer that?
32 GB
It depends on
on
memory.
your memory.
It depends. Maybe your system is 16 GB RAM. Are you getting it? Maybe your system is 8 GB RAM. Who knows? Now, what is the default number of seats? What is the default number of seats will open? How many seats are going to open? 1. Now, what is the maximum number of seats can be opened in an Excel workbook? This is the question comes. You can see, you can keep on adding seats like this, seat 1, seat 8. Remember, it's saying 255 or it depends on the memory. Does it make sense to all of you guys, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Right? This is a very important question. I should put this way. Now, this is where we will start our Excel class. But now, if somebody is going to ask you, what is the extension of the Excel file? It is .xlsx. Now, the next question, what is the default size of the Excel file? It is 7 KB. What is the maximum size of the Excel file? It depends on memory. What is the memory? The RAM or where your Excel has been installed. What is the default number of seats will open? It is 1. By default, 1 seat will open. What the maximum number of seats you can be added? You can add 255 or it depends on memory. Now let me close this. We will move on to the class here. This is the class file which will open. Yes. So we have opened your Excel class file, session 1. The first thing is that somebody is going to ask you, hey, introduction to MS Office component. Now let me explain you how to go for explaining this. First of all, guys, when we have a laptop or we buy a desktop, right? What is happening here? In this, by default, 2 things are common. One is your operating system. Yes or no? Another one is called MS Office, which they will be installed in your laptop or desktop. They'll give it to you. Operating system, it could be Linux, it could be Mac, or it could be Windows 11, 12, whatever is there in the market now. What is MS Office? It could be Office 365 they have installed, or it could be Office 2021 they have installed, or it could be Office 2019 they have installed in your system. Does it happen to all of you guys? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Right. Now
Yes,
we need to understand MS Office components. So what are the components of MS Office which is important for a data scientist? So there are 5 components which is very important for data scientists. First is Microsoft Word. Second one is Microsoft Excel. Third one is Microsoft Access. Fourth one is Microsoft PowerPoint. And the last one is Microsoft Outlook. Are you getting it? Now the question is coming, what is the purpose? The word purpose is documentation. We use Word for documenting the things. MS Excel is for database management system and a reporting application. MS Access for relational database management system, right? Then the PowerPoint is for presentation and MS Outlook is for email exchange. Does it make sense to all of you guys, everyone? Are
Yes,
you
sir.
getting this?
Yes, yes.
Right? So when you say MS Office skills, we call MS Office skills for a data scientist. Whoever is going to ask you, they're actually asking you, do you know these are the applications in MS Office, which is Word, Excel, Access, PowerPoint, and Outlook. So this is called MS Office Data Analytics, or you can call say data science skills and apps. So these are something is going to be expected by the company. Are you familiar with MS Office component? They're actually talking about Word, Excel, Access, PowerPoint, and Outlook. Is this clear to all of you guys?
Yes, sir.
Now we'll talk about Excel size. What is the default size of the Excel file, guys, we discussed now?
7
7
K.
KB.
Okay.
7 KB.
So you're saying it is 7 KB. Very good. What the maximum size of the Excel file?
Depends on memory.
Depends.
on memory.
Depends on the memory. Very nice. Now the next question. What is the default number of seats are going to open?
1.
1.
What the maximum number of seats are going to open?
255.
255.
Or depends on memory.
Or
Depends
it
on
depends on the memory. Very good. Now let's look at the Excel versions. So there are different versions of Excel which came to the market. Which was that? You will say MS Office 97 2003 Excel came. It's the first Excel which came as MS Office 97 2003. Later part, MS Office 2007 came in. Then it was MS Office 2010 came in. Then it was MS Office 2013 came in. Then it was MS Office 2016 came in. Guys, please go on mute. Guys, please go on mute. Guys, when my class is going on, please go on mute. Now it was MS Office 2019. Then it came MS Office 2021. It came here MS Office 365. Okay. So this is how different version of Excel came in. How many rows were there and how many columns were there and what was the file extension and the platform, right? So now let's discuss that very clearly here. It was 65,000 rows initially. It was having 256 columns. The file extension was .xls and the platform was software installation. Every time you have to go for installing the software if anything happened wrong to MS Office. Now in 2007, it becomes 10,48,576 rows and becomes 16,384 columns. Okay. Now the extension was .xlsx and it is also software installation. Now this is the same trend happened till 2021. However, when it reaches to MS Office 365 or Office 365, it is cloud-based installation, right? So you don't have to go for installing the software. You just have to upgrade your system. You have to get your login ID password with Microsoft. Once you install your MS Office 365, it will always upgrade. And when it is getting upgraded or updated, it is going to have all the new features which is added. Now, what is the benefit of having these many? You can say always some new features has been added. Every time as compared to the older one, it has added some new capability. That's why the different versions of Excel came. But nowadays, there is no further version will come. It is going to be only Office 365 because it's a cloud based. The moment you're using Apple iPhone or Android phones, what is happening now, guys? Anything is updated with the Android or iOS. It is automatically going to what? It will give you a message. Would you like to update your system? You say yes, it is going to update your system. Like that, you don't have to change it multiple times. MS Office earlier stage, we have to go and reinstall it multiple times. By software installation, but we are not doing it anymore since it is a cloud-based platform we are installing, and every new features added to MS Office, you just have to upgrade the system. That's it, nothing else. So what are the new features? You might see it is given that numerous.ai, this analyze data, add-ins. These are the new features which has been added to my homepage. If you go to insert, you can also see some of the new Spark lines, 3D map. These features were not earlier. Icon settings, it was not earlier. It is newly added. If you go to draw, everywhere some type of ink replay, something like that is given. These are the new features which has been added to MS Office. That is why if somebody is going to ask you tomorrow, why are we using Office 365? First of all, because of the capability and added advanced features. Is this clear to all of you guys?
Yes, sir.
Now let's understand the rows and columns in an Excel workbook. If you say A, B, C, D, these are the columns. If you say 1, 2, 3, 4, these are the rows. Now, how many rows is there? How many columns are there? Now, let's do one thing. You write 1, copy this one, Control C, go to column A, row 1, Control Shift, down arrow, paste, and Control V to paste this one. If you paste this one, it's saying that below the count is coming 10,48,576. Can you see this, guys, everyone?
Yes, sir.
So that means the number of rows are 10,48,576. How many columns? If you copy this one, select this A1, Control Shift right arrow and paste. It's saying the count is 16,384. Can you see this, guys?
Yes, sir.
So that means we are confirmed. The columns are 16,384 columns. So it is confirmed how many rows and how many columns. Now let's look for the cell reference and the data range in Excel. If you select this here and if you select this here, it says column A, row 1. It says column E and row 8. If you select from A1 to E8 and you go here to the front and make this as all border. So if you select A1 to E8, this becomes data range. That means you have a starting cell reference. What is the starting cell reference here, guys? A1. You have a ending cell reference. What is the ending cell reference here, guys? E8. Then if what is the data range for you guys? Data range is A1 to E8. This is how we read the data. Does it make sense to all of you guys?
Yes, sir.
If you select this range, going to the corner, you write ABC. That means the range name is ABC and enter. So anytime you will go here and select ABC, it will select this range only. So if you say the data range name, it is going to be what? ABC. Does it make sense to all of you guys? Everyone, yes or no?
Yes.
Okay. Now we'll have a test. In the test, I start from here. I go till this here and I select here and I make it as a border here, right? Tell me, what is the starting cell reference in this data? Can anyone tell me?
A1,
What is the starting cell reference in this?
M3.
M3,
M3. What is the ending cell reference here?
U16.
U16.
16.
I select this range. I give the name as XYG. Okay. Now you tell me, what is the starting cell reference here?
M3.
What is the ending cell reference here?
U16.
Very good. What is the data range name I gave now?
M3 is to U16.
XYG. Oh, sorry. The name of this is XYG, but the range name is what? M3 to
M3 to U16.
U16.
U16. Does this make sense to all of you guys, everyone? Yes or no?
Yep.
Yes.
Yep. It does.
Okay. Now, now guys, you have to tell me what the starting cell reference.
It is
AE.
AE6.
AE5.
Okay. What the ending cell reference?
AQ29.
AQ29.
Okay. What the data range?
AE5 is to
AQ29.
AQ39.
Okay. What is the data range name?
Ha ha ha.
Ha 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 ha. Okay. That means you understood now. Yes or no, guys, everyone?
Yeah.
The moment you select
Yes.
ha 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 ha, it is selected this. The moment you select here XYG, it will select this. The moment you select here ABC, it will select this. Does it make sense to all of you guys?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Then what is the maximum data range in an Excel file? What the maximum data range means? If you write here 1, copy this, Control Shift right arrow and paste. You can also say Control C, down arrow and paste. Now look at here. What is the last column name is coming? What is the last column name?
XFT.
FID.
What is the last row name?
10,48,576.
So how do you write this? XFD 10 lakh 48,576. Yes or no?
Yes.
Guys, are you getting this?
Yes,
This
sir.
is what your
Yes, sir.
last cell reference in Excel, which is XFD 10,48,576. What is the starting cell reference in Excel? A1. Now, if I ask you, tell me the maximum data range in an Excel file. How do you answer this question? It starts from A1.
A1.
It goes to
It's
XFD
FD
10,48,576. How do you define this? A1 to XFD 10,48,576. What is the range name you will give it here? You can select this entire range like this and call my all Excel. So whenever you will select all Excel, it will select the entire range of the Excel file. So you can call this as all Excel. Does it make sense, everyone?
Yep, it does.
Okay.
Yes.
Now we'll go to reading data. How do we read the data? Now in this data, guys, we need to understand your data range starts from where? A1. It is ending at what? H12, right?
H12.
It is given the information about what? The student ID, the student name, the gender of the student, the age of the student, the education of the student, occupation of the student, when they did the inquiry, which course they opted to join. This is what the student information. Yes or no, guys, everyone?
Yes.
Now let me go for selecting this. Going here in the corner, I write student inquiry info. Enter. So that means this is called student inquiry info is the data range name. Now, in this, you guys have to answer the following questions. Okay. So you have to answer the following questions in this manner. What is the starting cell reference here?
Student ID.
A1.
A1. What is the ending cell reference here?
It is H12.
S12, right? What is the data range?
A1 to
A1 is to
H12.
H12.
What is the data range name?
Student
Student inquiry info.
So you will say student. You will say student inquiry info. Student inquiry info. Yes or no, guys, everyone?
Yes.
Yes.
Now, what is the table name? Table name also remains same. The range name is called table name. Number of columns in the table, right? Number of columns are what? If you select the header, the first line contains your header. It's saying 8. Count is 8. That means 8 columns are there. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes.
Number of records in the table. If you exclude the header, right from row 2, how many records are there? 11 records are there. So we'll say 11. Number of character fields. The number of character fields, student ID. Press Control key and select one after another. Student ID, student name, gender, education, occupation, course. Control C. Right click, do a paste spatial, values, and I'll say transpose. Those columns were in horizontal order. I made this in vertical order. So how many character fields I have? I have 6 character fields. Now the next question. Number of numeric fields. So my age and date of inquiry, I can copy both. I can right click, do a paste spatial values, and I said transpose. So that means I have 2 numeric fields in the data and 6 character fields in the data. Now the next question is that how to identify the data types. Okay. So to identify the data types, here is the answer. If you write ABC and if you write 1, 2, 3, what do you see the difference, guys, when you write ABC and when you write 1, 2, 3? What is the difference you see here?
Alphabets and numeric.
ABC is what? Left aligned. Yes or no? Guys, can you
Yes,
see
sir.
this?
Yes. Yes.
And numerics are
Right side does it.
right
Aligned.
aligned. Okay. So first of all, the moment you put in the cell, the numeric field, it is right aligned. The character field is left. So that means this is character value. This is numeric value.
Numeric.
Does It makes sense to all of you guys, everyone.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Now, if you write ABC 1, 2, 3, it is alphanumeric. Yes or no? It is character. So if you say alphanumeric, it is also a part of character only. Does it make sense?
Yeah.
If you
Yes, sir.
write here today's date, which is given as 07/21/2024, it is right aligned. So date time is a part of numeric field. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Right?
Yes.
So now we understand date time is a part of numeric, numbers are a part of numeric, characters are part of character, alphanumeric is a part of character. Is this clear to all of you?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Yes.
Now I will have a test. Ready for the test?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Right. If I write here name, age, education, date of birth. Name is Dev, age is 43, education is PhD, and date of birth I put it here 2nd Feb 1982. Now you tell me what is the data type for name?
Character.
Character.
Character. What is the data type for
Numeric.
Numeric.
numeric? What is the data type for education?
Character.
Character.
Very good. What is the data type for
Numeric.
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 right? If I given this student ID, which is given now you tell me what is the data type here?
Alphanumeric.
Character.
Alphanumeric is part of character.
Character.
Does it make sense to all of you guys, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Is this clear to all?
Yes.
Okay, good. Now the question is coming, why date time is numeric? Yes or no? This is the question comes to your mind. See guys,
Yes.
I write 1 here and I put 1 here. This is a number, this is also a number. Yes or no? For this
Yes, sir.
one, I do a format cell and I convert this to a date value. When I convert this 1 to date value, it is coming 1st January 1900. This is called happy birthday to Excel. Does it make sense, guys? Does it make sense?
Yes. Yes.
So this is called 1 can be converted to a date value. For example, if I write 10 and I also write 10 here, and I want to convert this 10 to a date value, if I say format cell, do it as a date value, it is saying 10th January 1900. That means 10 days from 1st Jan 1900. Does it make sense to all of you guys, everyone? Yes or no?
Yes.
Are you getting this?
Yes. Yes.
Now, what will happen if you say 365 days? So it will read 365 days from where? 1st January 1900. Yes or no?
Yes.
So what it will give you? Format cell to a date value as 30th December 1900. This is 365 days from where? 1st Jan 1900. So this is how, guys, we go for converting a number to a date value. Now let's say today's date. What do you write in Excel? There's a function called equal sign, today bracket start and close. Now the same today's date, if you keep it here and you right click on this, do a format cell to make it to a number format. What it is giving you? It is giving you 45,494 days from 1st Jan 1900. Yes or no? Are you
Yes.
getting this, guys?
Yes.
Yeah.
Everyone, right? So that means what you can say? The conclusion is that a number can be converted to a date value and a date value can be converted to a number. Does it make sense to all of you guys, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Right. Now the next question is coming. What will happen if we convert a negative integer to a date value? What will happen if you convert a negative integer to a date value? For example, what does it says? -1, and you want to convert -1 into a date value. If you do so, what is happening here? It is going to give you has as an error. You will say has error will come. A negative integer cannot be converted into a date value. So the conclusion is that a negative integer cannot be converted into a date value. Is this clear to all of you?
Yes, sir. Clear.
Yes.
If somebody is going to ask you, can you answer that?
Yes.
What will happen if I convert minus 365?
Error will come.
What
Error.
error will come?
Hash.
If
Error.
you say format cell, make it to date value, it is going to give you has. It will not give any output to you. Understood now, guys?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Now we'll have a test. This is the data is given to you. Now you need to answer all these questions. Let me give you the background about this data. When you say order ID, it is given CA, means Canada. In the year 2012, the order number is 124891. So all combined together, it is given order ID. Order date, it is 31st July 2012. Shipping date, the shipping of the order is given. It is happened on 31st July 2012. The customer name is RH19495 is the customer ID. Customer name is Ricky Hansen. The date of birth is 19th September 1999. And it is given the customer is a consumer. He is from New York City. And the product ID is called Take Accessories. The product ID number is 1000333. And the sales amount was $2,310. And it is given the quantity has been purchased for 7. So this is the global sales data is given. Now I can select this range. I can call this as global sales and enter. Now the question is coming, what is the starting cell reference for this data?
A1.
A1.
What is the ending cell reference for this data?
A21.
A21.
Okay. What is the data range?
A1 to
K2021.
What is the data range name?
Global sales.
Global sales.
Global underscore sales. You can see here, I gave the name as global sales. The moment I'll select this, it'll select the range here. What's the table name?
Global sales.
Global sales.
Very good. What is how many columns are there? How many columns are there?
11.
11. How many records are there?
21.
20, excluding the header, right? Could you please tell me how many character fields are there?
6.
1 is order ID, 2 is customer ID, customer name.
6.
Is it 6? 3 and 3 is 6. I can say right click, paste spatial values, and I can say transpose. It is given 6. Now, how many numeric fields are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So now you are able to read the data. No matter whether you're using SQL, SAS, Python, Tableau, Power BI, the concept remains same. We need to understand the data. We need to understand the range. We need to understand the table. We need to understand number of columns, number of records. We need to understand the columns with their data types. Is this clear to all of you guys?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Now we'll have a table practical. Now this is the data which is given. How many records are there now, guys? Tell me. How many records? 112 records, excluding the header, 5,112 records, right? Now let me give you the background about this data. In Australia, there are lots of pharmaceutical stores like Dr. Reddy's, Religare, GSK, Apollo, Cipla, MedPlus. These are the pharmaceutical stores in Australia. The customer who visited to those pharmaceutical stores, they have given their gender, their date of birth, their current age by that time, the state code, Queensland, West Australia, New South Wales. It is given the which state they're belonging to, number of trips, how many times they visited to the store, and how much they have been spent. This is the information is given about the data. So I can select Control Shift, right arrow, down arrow, and I can call this here called Med Store, Australia. Okay. What is the name I have given? Med Medicine Store, Australia is my data set or the table name. Now in this data, tell me what is the starting cell reference and what is the ending cell reference?
Reference A1, ending cell reference H5113.
Yes. So I will say it is A1, it is H or H5113.
113.
What is the data range? A1 to
A1
H.
to H5113.
What is the data range name?
It is medical store Australia.
Medicine store Australia.
So we'll say med underscore store underscore Australia. Yes or no? Everyone, what's the table name?
Med store Australia.
Med Australia.
Same as this. Okay. Number of columns in this table.
Eight.
How many columns?
Eight.
8. Okay.
8.
How many records there in this table?
5, 1,
5,
1, 2.
5, 1, 1, 2.
5, 1.
Excluding the header, it is 5, 1,
1,
1,
1,
2.
1,
How many character fields are there?
3.
3.
Who are
3.
they?
Med.
Increment and the
Med
Space,
component.
spatial values, and
column.
set transpose.
Transpose.
3. How many numeric fields are there?
5.
5.
Who are they?
Customer ID,
Customer
date,
ID,
page,
or dollar
sales
amount.
banner.
How many?
5.
5. 5.
Are you getting this?
Yes.
Everyone, is this clear to all of you?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay. Now we'll go with the Excel journey. Okay. So these are the Excel journey which has happened. The first thing is that workbook. We open a workbook here, which is called session-1 class material. This is the workbook. These are what, guys? These are the different sheets we are adding. So we call this as next is worksheets. Then you go for cell reference. From the cell reference, you define data range. From data range, you call this as what? Table. Table with what? Columns. Column with what? Values. And then we go for data types. Data types are 2 types. One is called character. Second one is called numeric. Character is what? Alphanumeric is a part of character. Date time is a part of numeric. Does it make sense to all of you guys, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So if somebody's going to ask you tomorrow, hey, could you please tell me about your Excel journey? Can you answer that?
Yes, sir.
Very good.
Yes.
Now we'll go for understanding format cell. What is format cell? Format cell tells you how to go for reading your data. Okay. So let me go back here. I keep my header of the data and I give this to this color. Okay. So let me explain what this data is all about. These are the laptop companies who has been sold their units in the countries like India, Japan, Malaysia, Australia, New Zealand. And these are the units which has been sold out. You know what, guys? I can select this range. I can right click. I can do a format cell. I can see these are the numbers. I make a number with 1000 comma separator. If I do that, it is reading the values in 1000 comma separator. Can you see this, guys? Everyone?
Yep.
Right. Same thing for price also given here. I can select this here. Price is in dollar. I can right click, do a format cell, make it as a currency format to the USA dollar. You can see this coming in dollar format. Yes or no, guys?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
When you say sales, you want to present sales in dollar. You can also select like this, right click, do a format cell, make it to a currency into dollar format. Does it come?
Yeah.
Right. Then when you are comparing the sales comparison to India, for example, Japan to India, Japan is having 77% sales as compared to India. Malaysia to India, which is 94% sales in Malaysia as compared to India. Australia to India, Australia is 10% more sales, which is 110, 10% more sales as compared to India. New Zealand to India, when you do a comparison, it's saying New Zealand is 91% sales of India. This is what happened. Now, this is coming in decimal or the floating values. How to convert them into percentage? Select this range, right click, do a format cell, make it to a percentage format. This is how you can read the data perfectly. Yes or no, guys, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Now we need to understand what we have completed just now. So let me show you this. So we did format cell. Okay. And how did you do the format cell? We applied 3 things to the format cell here. The number 1, 2, and 3. First one is the number format. Okay. Second one is the currency format we did. Okay. Third one we did as what? Percentage format. Yes or no, guys, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Right. Since you understand this format, now let me go for showing this as an example so that you can understand how it is happened. When I gave the value as, let's say this way, what I do a format cell, make it into number with 1000 comma separator. How does it go for reading this? Every 1000 is going to put a comma. Making sense to all of you?
Yes.
Yeah.
If you write 1 lakh here one more time. You want to make it as a currency format. You can right click, do a format cell, make it to a currency format as dollar format. Does it happen? Do you see how it is coming, guys, here?
Yes.
Yes.
If you say 0.10 and you want to convert this to a percentage format, you right click, do a format cell, make it to a percentage format with 0 decimal values coming as 10%. Making sense to all of you guys, everyone? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Right. Now we'll have a test. Ready for the test?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
It's saying get this to a number format. What will you do? Select this range, right click, do a format cell, and make it to as what? Number with 1000 comma separator. Yes or no?
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
Yes.
How to make it to euro format, currency as euro format? Select this, right click, do a format cell, make it to currency format, search the currency format to euro. Do you see the euro is coming, guys? When euro comes, stop me. Is it coming?
Yeah. Yes.
Right. And 0 decimals. So this is now euro format. How to make it to a percentage format? Select this, right click, do a format cell, and make it to percentage format. Is this clear to all of you guys, everyone?
Yes.
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 Now we'll do a practical test here. Okay, this is the table which is given order ID, order date, shipping date, product ID, sales, quantity, discount, price, profit, and the shipping cost. It's saying sales field should be in dollar format. What will you do? Select the sales field, do a format cell, make it to currency as dollar, and say okay. Does it make sense to all of you?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes.
Go to the quantity and make it to number format. Select this, do a format cell, make it to a number with 1000 comma separator. Does it make sense to you all?
Yes.
Go to the discount field, make it to a percentage format, right click on this, do a format cell, make it to percentage format with 0 decimal values. Does it make sense to all of you?
Yes.
Go for profit and shipping, both are dollar currency format, select both the columns, right click, do a format cell, make it to a currency format with 0 decimal values. This is how the values are coming in. Does it make sense to all of you guys?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Is this clear?
Yes.
Very good. So we completed now the format cell by numbers. Now we're going to talk about format cell by date format. What does it mean? For example, guys, if you say today bracket start close, you know what? The date value is coming here, right? What the date value is coming? It is coming in DD, YYY format. Yes or no?
Yes.
Right? So this is called DD, YY format. Now I can copy that same date format here and I can paste it here. Okay. So I just copied and paste it here. When I paste it, I can right click, I can do a format cell, I can make it to this format. What is the format is coming now? It is coming as YYYY hyphen hyphen DD. Can you see this, guys, everyone? Yes or no? Right? So this is called
Yes.
system format. So this is system has given this format. So I call this as a system format. Okay. So now this is system format. Now I copy this and I paste it here. This time I right click on this, I did a format cell, I make it as a custom format and I call this as DD-MM-YYYY. When I did DD-MM-YY format, it is becoming DD first day, month, year. Now it has been changed to DD-MM-YYY format. Yes or no? This is called custom format. What is custom format? The format which user has changed accordingly. Does it make sense to all of you guys, everyone?
Yes.
If I take the same date here and I can also go for pasting the date here, in this I can say right click, do a format cell, make it custom format to DD-YYY. So it will convert this to what? DD-YYYY.
Bye.
So this is also going to what, guys? Custom format.
Custom format.
Yes or no, everyone?
Yes.
Right. Now, if I copy this, right, and I paste it here, I copy here, and I paste it 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 here. This time I right click, do a format cell. I choose this format, which is called word date format. Can you see this word date format, guys, everyone? Can you see this?
Yeah.
This is called word date format. So this is your system format. You have not defined, it is system has defined. Understood?
Yes.
Understood? Now, if you right click on this, do a format cell, make it to something like this. This is called word month format. This is also what, guys? What type of format it is? It is also a system format because the system has given this.
System.
If you go to this, do a format cell, make it as a custom format as YYY year month format. So now, which you see here as year month format, this is going to be year month format, but it is a custom format. Does it make sense to all of you guys?
Yes.
If you select this date format, make it as a format cell, make it custom format, called mm.dd.yyyy. So now it is becoming as what? mm.dd.yyyy. Is it a system format or custom format?
Custom.
Custom.
It is custom for now. If somebody's going to ask you, have you ever created any custom format? What will you say? Yes or no?
Yes.
Very good. Right? So you know what, guys? I can copy the date format and I can paste the date format here. I can right click. I can do a format cell. I make it here. I want to call DDDD 4 times, MMMM4 3 times, YYYY 4 times. If I do like that, it is going to give me Sunday, July 2024. Can you see this? This is called DDDD 4 times, MMM 4 times, YYYY 4 times, MMM 3 times, YYY 4 times. This is also kind of custom format, the way you want to read your date value. Does it make sense to all of you guys, everyone?
Yeah.
Look at the data. In this data, it is saying, read this to DDMMYY format. What will you do now? Right click, do a format cell. You will make it custom format. Yes or no?
Yes.
Right? What custom format will put it here? DD-MM-YYYY.
Right.
Now it is coming 7th, 31st, so July 31st, 2012. Now it will be changing to 31st July 2012. Yes or no?
Yes.
It's saying read this to YYYMMDD format. You don't have to do any custom format because in the date format, YYYMMDD is already given. So it is going to be system format. Clear now?
Yes.
If you look for this, it's saying make it as word date format. Word date format means this is the format. How do you do this? It is a system format. I can say format cell, make it to a date format towards word date format. Does it happen, guys, everyone?
Yes.
Yes.
Now we'll talk about format cell by character field format. What is the character field format? Now let me go and explain to you. If you write DV analytics, okay? In DV analytics, what is happening, guys? Try to understand. The default font name is what coming? Calibri, right? The size is 11. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes.
Right. I can right click on this cell. I can do a format cell. Since it is not a number, I can go to font. It's a character. I will choose, let's say, Amasis MT Pro Black. I'll make it bold. I'll increase the font to 36. I want to make the font color as red color, and I want to make it as an underline. So underline is going to single underline, and I want to say OK. The moment I say OK, I can make these changes here by right click. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Right. If I write here DV Analytics, I can also do the same thing without doing right click and format cell. I can come to the font here. Everything is given. I can choose this font to, let's say, Amasis MT Pro, and I can make it to 36. I can choose the background color to red color. I can make the font to white color. I can make it italic. I make it bold. I can make it as underline. I can present this way also. Yes or no, guys, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Now we need to understand what is strike through, superscript, and subscript. For example, if I retain Q1, right? So in Q1, I select this. I did a format cell. I make it as effect called strike through under font. It's saying do not read Q1. That is called strike through. If you say Q1, you select only one and do a format cell, make it superscript. That means it is becoming Q to the power 1. If you say Q1, you select this one, format cell, make it subscript. What does it says? Q1, not Q to the power 1. So this is how superscript works. This is how subscript works. This is how strike through works. Does it make sense to all of you guys?
Yes. Sir.
Sometimes we write Q1 plus Q2 plus Q3 plus Q4. Now let's say this is here. Now this Q1, you can say format cell, make it to a strike through. For this one, I can say format cell, make it to superscript. For this 2, I can select only 2, not all. I can do a format cell and make it superscript. I can go to this 3, make it a superscript. I can go to 4, make it as superscript. I can go to 1, make it as subscript. I can go to 2, make it as subscript. I can go to 3, make it as subscript. You might be thinking, so where to use this? Yes, there is a use will come when you learn statistical analysis. There you have to use the equation. For that, you need to understand how to format the cell, use the superscript, subscript, and strike through. Is this clear to all of you guys, everyone?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Right? So I will not give you all the GAN today. I'll be limiting here only. So let me tell you what are the things we completed. We have completed the class is up to this. Okay. So I'm going to finish the class here today.